Hello, everyone. It has been so long that I haven't recorded any video, and I would like to say hi and welcome to the Cosmic Answers. So, I'm inspired to write something about the social movement and the light workers, and that will be my topic for today. So, welcome to the Cosmic Answers. So, light workers have roles in the social movement. We here in the Philippines last September 21 just had a big rally against corruption. And I heard that there are also some movements in the other countries of the same issues, such as in Nepal and Indonesia. My apologies, but I do not always read news. It is because I want to be objective in doing readings. I am an empath who has not managed yet well of my emotions, so that's why I don't want to be involved. I just do the reading, so apologies. In recent rally here in the Philippines, I took the stand of being just an observer to see the energy of the wider group of people. And during that day, September 21, 2025, I held my advanced Reiki training with a group of students, and we did a decree for the country, for peace and justice. We know that decrees are powerful tools for manifestation and transformation. So that has been our contribution. So now let us go back to what I would like to share with you today. And there had been a lot of questions before, not only today, about should light workers join a political or social movement or not. This is a public exposure. Um, I would like to say that for the longest time, I was a part of the active social movement. It only changed when I became a healer. So, going back to our topic, the truth is, inner teachings view social movements not just a political or social phenomenon, but as a manifestation of a deeper and spiritual cosmic dynamic. And here are the spiritual and esoteric perspectives on social movement. Number one, social movement is a part of collective karma and evolution. If we have individual karma, we also have a collective karma as a nation. The social movement often arise as a response to a cumulative collective karma related to injustice, oppression, and imbalances in the society. These serve as an opportunity for humanity to work with karmic debts and move towards a higher stage of collective evolution. So we have karmic debts to some group of people, as a nation, or to some country. So, for example, movements for justice, equality, of liberation can be seen as the balancing of past wrongs and then attempt to restore harmony. Here in the Philippines at present, we are seeing a collective consciousness opposition related to greed, lies, and corruption in the government. We see this as group consciousness, but we can also see this as an individual quest for one's own truth and to serve with the purity of the heart. In the past, this issue did not seem so much among Filipinos. Remember, in 1986, People's Power Revolution was against dictatorship, but not zeroing so much in the corruption. Lately, this is the reason why it will continue. Social movement is a part of a principle of polarity. Esoteric philosophy teaches that everything manifests through a polarity of theses, antitheses, and synthesis. The social movements are the antithesis, entrenched to the structure of power imbalance, and outdated systems. Here in the Philippines, I'm not really sure of the specific structure in the government that we really need to change because I'm not a political analyst. But I would say that we need a political climate where the people is confident to share their voice and confident that they will be heard. The struggle between the opposites is a part of the dialectic that pushes society towards the synthesis of a higher order. So let us not be tired of pushing against a system that does not serve the people. Number three, there are forces archetypal forces at work. Social movements are not random. They embody a certain archetype energies, like the energy of justice, the energy of freedom, the energy of truth, the energy of unity, and this goes with the evolution of consciousness. Just like in Russia before 1917, they started with the movement for bread or food, and then later they called for the national freedom. These forces, when collective consciousness of nation is ready, steering individuals to unite for a cause. This happens when the individuals are really ready. So remember that these are overseen by the archangels to help us develop the virtue and the consciousness. So let us not forget the rules in the nation, planetary influences, cosmic rays affecting the collective awakening. So here in the Philippines, the ruling archangels are Archangel Gabriel, we can call him for illumination and clarity, Archangel Michael for courage and protection, Archangel Chamuel for love, and Archangel Metatron and Archangel Zadkiel for transformation. Number four, social movement is a process of group soul and collective awakening. Just as individual awaken spiritually, groups and nations have a soul evolution. Social movements act as a birth process for the group souls and often marked by pain, conflict, and eventually transformation. They are part of the initiation of humanity as a collective being, the learning lessons of compassion, unity, and cooperation. And now the question for us is here in the Philippines, what are we learning as Filipinos? In humanity, we have the harmonic convergence in 1987, followed by 2012 transition to Aquarian age, and 2024 the pouring of light of the Christ consciousness and celestial light. And moving forward, we are going to 2032, which is the start of the golden age. So all of these events are preparation for the evolution of the consciousness of humanity. Number six, there are roles of the light and shadows. So social movements bring the light of the shadows of the society, like the hidden injustice, corruption, and, and other collective wounds. From an esoteric view, this is necessary for transformation. The shadows must be seen, confronted, and be healed. So, however, movements can also be hijacked, let us not forget, by the lower forces, by the dark forces, by fostering the emotions or low vibrational emotions of fear, anger, division, animosity, which all must be purified through awareness and higher guidance. This happens in all groups, all political movements, and even light workers. We all must be aware of this process so that we shall not take the bait of separation, division by the lower forces. They don't want us to move forward. But we all should rather transmute the shadows and move to work together. Light workers here in the Philippines, this is also happening to us. We are experiencing this and we should heal and work together. Social movement, this is number 6, is a part of spiritual service. The mothers may raise their eyebrows, but this is really true. Participation in social movement can be seen as a form of service when guided by compassion and alignment with the divine will. True light workers seek not only material reform, but the spiritual upliftment of all involved, including, take note of this, including the oppressors. Let us have a group of national race healing, reconciliation, and forgiveness. I tell you, some of the children of the so-called dictators, or what we call now the Nepo babies, are also in the light work, healing and doing their own journey. Number 7, the goal is a higher unity. So the ultimate Lightwork's aim of social movement is not just about rights or reforms, but an awakening of humanity to oneness. They are stepping stones towards the realization of the brotherhood, sisterhood of humanity, a principle taught in theosophy, Rosicrucian, Christianity, Reiki, angel lightworks, and many other spiritual traditions. Lightworker should teach us the anchor movements not only on material goals, but also on the divine law and cosmic order. With all of this will prevent us or the movement from being hijacked by anger, material goals, ego, and instead channel them all towards a transcendent justice and harmony. So in short, as a light worker, we see social movement as an outer drama of inner spiritual evolution, a necessary conflict that helps awaken the humanity to balance the karma and move closer to a divine unity. The next question is, so what are our roles as light workers? First, let us all call for inner work to bring outer change. Social transformation mirrors inner transformation. We have this ethnic transformation that comes from the higher mind of our heart chakra. And if we reach this, we can really transform history. So our self-healing, Reiki group meditation, prayers, energy cultivation should strengthen the clarity, balance, and resilience. I once held a stress and healing sessions with social activists, and I call this pakikibanayan. And I intend to continue this for all the social activists. So instead of burying or burning out, spreading conflicts, light workers should hold the vibration of peace and love, even while resisting injustices. So let us use right words and right actions, focusing on what we want to achieve, rather than pouring out humiliation and low vibrational words. We already know that words have power. What we actually focus on and shout on the street happens. So no wonder we experience the same history in different forms repeat again. Second, we have to invoke the higher forces in social gathering. We forgot about the angels, the archangels, the principalities, who are here for the group and nation change. So through rituals, invocation, and prayers, light workers should call archangels, principalities, masters, cosmic energies, and archetypes to guide movements. Example, invoking Archangel Michael for truth and courage, or invoking the violet flame for the transmutation of hatred. So this will lead the collective struggle from being a pure human reaction to being aligned to our spiritual will. I remember Starbuck, my favorite earth activist who is also a Wiccan, who does rituals in all social events, magical work, healing in all social events. So third, let us apply karmic insight. Inner teachings remind us that movements often arise from collective karma. This gives us depth and compassion, realizing that both the oppressed and the oppressor are part of the shared karmic lesson. This will shift the focus from destroying enemies to transforming relationships and structure. Would you deny? My question is, are we ready? Fourth, let us protect and purify. Activists often face psychic attacks, despair, and emotional exhaustion. I've seen lots of social activists sick of cancer and other unexplainable diseases because psychic attacks are really real. It can come from the strong energy heated from the opponents or activists carrying the emotions of the deep consciousness, a consciousness or feelings of anger and other low emotions. So let us practice healing, shielding all the human rights activists, other social activists, all the government officials who are really working for a change by shielding them through prayers, offering energy cleansing, healing, and other ways to increase or to release, to increase courage and to release the fear and anger so that the movement stays pure. Let us do that is it. Let us do our group soul work. Let us meditate collectively to raise the vibration of the movement. Group meditations, repeat circles, collective affirmation create a field of light that uplifts the entire cause and magnetizes positive outcomes for the social movement. And sixth and last, let us have a vision of unity beyond division. Many movements get stuck in us versus them. Light workers should hold the vision of unity, helping movement transcend polarity. I know it's hard, but we can do that. This doesn't mean ignoring injustice, but working towards reconciliation, healing the wounds at its roots, not just rearranging external power. Other countries have done that. Um, Survivors of the Holocaust have done that. Survivors of the Rwanda genocide have done that. And we can do that also here in the Philippines. In essence, we light workers should help social movements by giving them the spiritual soul. These will prevent the social movement from becoming more reactionary, instead grounding them in spiritual wisdom, karmic understanding, and the energy of love, turning them into instrument of planetary evolution. So we light workers help in the social movement. Thank you. And I would like to thank my background from Ellen DeGeneres. Thank you. Namaste.